Irreverent, entertaining, cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
All right, well, let's bring in our guests and who are sitting here patiently. And they also have an attachment with them who's very cute.
Yeah. Very
and
cute.
She's playing on the phone now and everything. So, and we have Vada. Welcome to the show, sir.
Oh, man, it is my pleasure to be here. Thank you ever so much for having me.
Of course. So you go by Vada, right? That's your commercial name.
Yeah, that's my name.
And so you're a musician.
Yeah, I am. I'm a recording artist. I've been in the business, though, for almost 9 years. I started off working for Interscope Records, and I've worked with, like, really major artists on the marketing side, like 50, Pitbull. I've done things for artists on the lower level, too, like the Rejects and Cali Swag District, because I didn't want to be an artist that was in the business who didn't know the business, because a lot of artists, they're in it for the shine. They're in it for the chains and for the Instagram pictures, and for the girls, you know what I mean? But I wanted to know, because like you always hear about people who take advantage of these people, you know what I mean? And like, I'm not a conniving person, but I always wonder, like, okay, what do the conniving people know? I'm like, they have to know something, that all of these artists don't know for them to be able to manipulate. It's just like, and stuff with men and women, it's like a lot of times like men have more fundamental skills. That's how they're able to talk to a girl and take advantage of her, whether it be they want her. I can cuss, right?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
so like whether you talking to a girl and all you want is her pussy, or you talking to her and you just gonna like try to get her out of all of her money. The point is, you just have more game than her at that point in your life. That's how you're able to take advantage of her, So as far as business goes, I just always wondered what the people who take advantage of these artists, what do they know?
Right.
So I've been fortunate enough to,
So you feel a lot of artists are being taken advantage of?
Oh, everybody knows that.
Why is that? Why is that? I mean, is that because like when you getting started, you're just desperate to be signed and anything, and then you become big and you're tied to this contract that means little.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And I like to compare artists, to prostitution. You know what I mean?
Okay, if you like it, that's good.
I mean, well, it's essentially the same thing, because like a pimp, like he has something that looks nice and he shows it to the people. You know what I mean? And then people say, "Oh my God, I want her. I want this thing that you put out on this track. We want her." And then so the people, they come and they pay for her. But then the pimp gets all of the money. Right. You know what I mean? And the pimp isn't doing, he might have to do the hard labor, you know what I mean? But like Shorty's doing everything. And it's the same thing with artists. Like you out there, you just get there and they like, yeah, go dress nice and go dance on stage and do a couple spin moves. Right. And make my money. Right.
Like, I hear you. But I mean, the thing is, you have to agree that in the beginning, you're really grateful just to be signed and stuff. So they help you take off, It's not, I don't see it as taking advantage of you, because you're the one, you're willingly signing that contract. Right. And you know that, what, it's worth it for me. Even if I make it big, then I'm tied down to this contract for a couple of years, but then I can actually start making big money. So, I mean, that's just my perspective on it,
Nah, well, you're not wrong, right. But the problem is sometimes, the contracts like go a little deeper into that, like for example, I know, I won't say names, but it's an artist now, and first and foremost, I know a little bit more of these guys' business because I'm on the business side too. I'm not just a rapper, right? But it's an artist now. He's a singer. He's doing really well, but he just started doing well as far as celebrity wise the last 6 months, and like his manager, on paper, he hasn't even spoken to him in 2 years, so they're not, they don't even have a relationship no more. But but his manager, he still gets ASCAP awards and stuff. Like he don't even talk to him. He got an ASCAP award in his office for a record that he wrote for Usher. You know what I mean? Like they don't even talk to each other. Like if you want to license the singer who I'm talking about, if you wanted to license his song for something, you don't have to talk to the singer or anybody in his immediate circle first. You need to talk to the dude that he don't even talk to no more. Right. And that's just crazy.
That's true.
But you're right though. He did willingly sign that, and business wise, the man who used to manage him, he deserves it because he groomed him up to this point. Even though, but still, that's not the artist who I'm talking about, who shall remain nameless. That's not his perspective. From his perspective, it's you eating off of me, and I'm doing all of the work. So for me to minimize it for myself, I just wanted to know the business, because I know that I'm going to get fucked at certain, you know, at certain points. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of the game. But if you know the situation, you know, you're not being fucked. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you know what it is. So I guess my thing is just knowing the actual, you know, situation beforehand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. Now, so how did you get started at a record company? I mean, that's pretty hard to get started, right? So you had to start at the bottom?
Yeah, I mean, I had an internship at Interscope Records initially in 2006. Right when I graduated from high school, I had a book that was about 60 pages with a bunch of entertainment companies. Some of them was radio stations, some of them was record labels, some of them were publishing companies. And I called literally every single company every day for 2.5 months. First, CBS called me back because I like to talk, and I wanted to be an analyst. I wanted to be like a sports analyst, you know. And on my first day to start for CBS and do the Lakers pregame show, Interscope Records called me, and ever since then, you know, that was
very cool.
Yeah, that was like 8 years ago. But ever since then, I felt like I had a shot, like, because I'm from South Central, you know, and everybody like has entertainment dreams. I want to be a ball player. I want to be a rapper, make it out the hood, you know. But we don't feel like we have a shot until it happens. So when Interscope Records called me and said I had an internship, I didn't even know what that means. To be honest with you, I ain't even gonna front. Like, I didn't know exactly what that meant.
Yeah, as long as I'm there, that's all that matters.
But I know it's better than this. You know?
So you took, so you're like, CBS, sorry.
Right.
Got to go with it.
Yeah, shouts out to Michael Berger, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I had to, because like music is my passion, and it really paid a lot of dividends, you know, because like I'm an artist right now without a budget, but like when you look at my movement, you can't tell, you know. I did I did a show, you know, and I packed the house, you know. That's nothing but hard work, you know, and the man upstairs, you know what I mean? I did a 12-city tour. Nobody, no manager, no record rep, no one helped me set up my tour.
Very cool.
This promo run that I'm doing right now, I've been going to a bunch of different radio stations, you know what I mean? Like Sam, he didn't speak to no one else that got me up here. He spoke to me, you know what I mean? Because it's been my job to, whether it be an artist like Game or Keisha Cole or Robin Thicke, it's been my job to get these people on different stations when they're doing promo for their record release. So I'm conditioned, like it's second
so you
nature.
already know how it works, you know.
Yeah.
It's easier for you.
Yeah,
Very cool.
and I mean, that's something that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't know how to take the initiative to do that and network and get to be able to do that themselves.
And aside from my actual music, you know, and the project is out today, Red Brick Road, the safest place to get it is just go to my Instagram. The link is in my bio at kingvlane. But aside from my music, you know, I also write for 4 blog sites. You know, so, you know, everything's keeping me busy. You know what I mean? So I actually, you know, I post music, you know, even when it's not mine. You know what I mean? I still post music. I interview artists just like y'all. I interview celebrities. You know what I mean? You
Very
know,
cool.
Yeah.
So you live in the dream pretty much. Do you feel that you've arrived or?
No, because I had to, actually, this guy that y'all see here, I don't even like him, but I needed $10 for gas. Okay. You know, and that was the only way I could get it. You know what I mean?
Right. But, well, let's introduce him real quick. Tell us who is sitting here. Get closer to the mic.
Say what's up, real.
So your name is Unreal, right? I'm real. What a name. And so you have a T-shirt on there. And what does that mean? What does that mean to you? I'm real.
It's a brand. I'm real is a brand. It means I measure reality entirely on actions and love.
Actions and love.
I measure
That's
reality.
Good.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you don't let people just get away with words. You want to see action.
Absolutely, but sometimes it's a paradox there because I don't like him either, but I'm still kicking it with him. So.
Exactly. Well, that must be an interesting relationship, you know. I hate my best friend, man.
Right.
That's cool. So are you involved at all with Vada's career?
Yeah, I'm a huge supporter. Hopefully I'll do music with him one day.
Okay, cool. So you're into music too?
Yeah, but I just don't like him yet. So
right. So yeah, you have to get to know each other a little bit.
Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other now?
I've known Real for a while. You
really?
Know what I mean? You know, and I actually, you know, like he's one of the most loyal people that that I've come across. You know what I mean? And I hit him up, recently. I was like, hey man, I want you to be more involved on my movement so that we can help get your stuff going, because I know he'll actually like be down for me and my project and the tours and stuff that we be doing for Red Brick Road LP. You know what I mean? So he's been down. You know what I mean? So like when we like went and did shows and stuff, and we went to San Francisco, we went to Oakland and stuff, he was there helping me promote the record. You know what I mean? Like he here now.
Very cool.
This ain't the first station that we've been through.
Yeah.
So you're also a rapper?
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe we'll have you rap a little bit for us in a little bit. You want to?
All right, cool.
Okay, awesome. Vada, you saying you were born in L.A., right? That's where you grew up?
Yeah, South Central, right where not far from where they shot Boys in the Hood and Friday and all that good stuff. I'm right from there.
I know a lot of action in that area.
Yeah, a whole lot of it.
Have you always, from a young age, were you always rapping and knew that was what you wanted to do?
Actually, yes. Are you a musician also? Because
I'm not. No.
Oh, okay. I was assuming you have
she does some interviews. You did an interview.
But yeah, I do entertainment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like I knew I wanted to do music before I even really knew what music was. Like when I was younger, I would listen to, Tupac and Eminem. Initially, I would just rap their lyrics really fast to my friends and act like I wrote it. You know what I mean? Then eventually I would start writing music. But yeah, and it's just therapeutic to me. Like even when you listen to the project, you'll hear a couple personal records where you'll feel like you know me a little bit after you listen to the album.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? Like
so that's what I think rap music in many ways is really expressing who you are, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a song on there about my daughter. You know what I mean? It's like it's some deep stuff on there. It's aggressive content on there. It's really lyrical. Because I don't like just getting on the mic and saying, "Hey, ho, shake it." Though that ain't how I rap. You know what I mean? Like I'm into.
So you put some meaning into it.
Absolutely, and actually put thought into the lyrics that I'm actually
right. Although that type of rap is like they call it gangster rap or something, right?
Right.
That's like sort of like in your face and stuff. But I understand it because it's a special kind of music, whereas like you really express anger, disappointment, resentment, whatever,
It's a couple diss records on here.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my single "Kallin You Out" is a diss record. I'm not saying anybody's name, but it's a diss record to like. I would imagine y'all know because you guys are on radio that artists and celebrities, they'll piss you off every now and then.
I guess they do. Yeah.
Because of certain tendencies that they have. So with me, when I was in executive mode or in record rep mode, I get pissed off. But because I'm a rapper in my heart, when I get mad at you, I'm going to think of a rap line about you. You know what I mean? That's just second nature. So I just put it all in a song. And it's called, that's the name of the single. It's I'm Calling You Out.
Okay. And we'll play that in a few minutes.
Yeah, man.
So your album is Red Brick Road. I like that as opposed to the Yellow Brick Road.
Absolutely.
How did you get the name? I mean, what is the meaning?
Man, it just popped in my mind one time when I was taking this shit. And I said,
really?
And I said, this is
you
it.
You should write that on the back of the album.
Yeah, right.
How I came up with the name.
Under the credits, right when I was taking this shit, Red Brick Road, I said, you know what, this is it. I said, this is it. You know what I mean? This is a hit right here. This is going to be big.
So that's the meaning of it. I took a shit and I thought of the name. So I just, decided to name my album that.
Yeah, Red Brick Road.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, man, so
yeah.
It's pushing.
Let me ask you, how old are you now?
I'm 25.
25?
Yeah, I've been wondering, I'm like, should I have an industry age? I'm like, because as far as the business goes, I can be however old I want to be, but since I'm like an artist now, I've been wondering, I'm like, should I tell people I'm 20? Because I look young. I take these glasses off. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe I should say I'm 19. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? My daughter's about to be 7.
So do you have
like
with the computer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, is this your sister? You know what I mean? And she said, Daddy, can I have some water? And she your age, so.
Very cool. So you got your whole life and career ahead of you still, that's amazing. But you definitely seem like you've been through a lot. So you seem older than 25. Not your looks, but the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, well, thank you. You know, and I got to be, man. I've been taking care of myself since I was 12 years old.
Really?
Know?
Wow.
Yes. You know, I mean, I have a magnificent relationship with my mom now, but when I was younger, you know, we didn't see eye to eye, which is common. You know what I mean?
It is.
You know, which is common. And, you know, like I bought my own clothes and, you know, bought my own food back then. Wow. You know, so when my daughter was born, my daughter's birthday is 3 days before mine. So I just turned 19 when she was born. So when I like had to do whatever I had to do to make sure her and I had a roof over our head, and I'm 19, it wasn't taboo. You know, like that, like young parents, you know, like they rely on their parents or their grandparents a lot because they're not used to taking care of themselves. You know, so even though I used to hate my childhood because I felt like I didn't have a childhood, it was a blessing in disguise because I was already in the mindset where I got to take care of myself. So taking care of her, you know, I was already, you know, I was already conditioned for it.
What's her name?
Her name is Lyric.
Oh, you don't want to say?
No, her name is Lyric.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, her name is Lyric. And actually, my favorite song on the album is called For a Change. This song is actually about her because she was actually taken away from me for a minute. You know what I mean? And I wrote a song about that whole entire process. It's called For a Change.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some experience, huh?
Yeah, I got some experience in there. You know?
Yeah, wow. That's
so
pretty
rough.
rough.
I can see what you mean when you say that you feel like people know you a bit after listening.
Right, absolutely. And you'll even hear some stuff about, you know, the gang affiliation. You know, you hear that. You know, like a lot of artists who come from that background, they'll come up and they'll glorify it. I don't glorify it, but the fact of the matter is it is part of my story. You know what I mean?
It is your life.
You know, and your experiences formulate your character. You know, so like you hear those references, you know, you hear, you know, and you hear me diss random people, you know. You know, for no reason. They ain't even bothering me. I'm just like, hey, fuck y'all, nigga. You know, they ain't even say nothing. They like, Vada, have you met him before? Nope, never met him.
No, but I got something to say about it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a good guy. I saw him on TV saving lives. You know, he saved 4 lives this year, but I don't care. Fuck that
I'll diss him,
bitch
ass. All right, so let's listen to your song so we know some of your music. And the song is called Kallin You Out.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about the song. What's it about?
Okay, the song is about random artists who have upset me since I've been in the music business, and the song is about them. Mm-hmm. And I'm dissing them, and they know I'm talking about them. And the only reason I'm not saying their names is because my celebrity isn't up to par yet. But when it gets there, ain't none of y'all safe. Just know that. Only reason I ain't dissing them now and saying their name now is because they gonna be like, man, he ain't popping. He just dissing us to get popping. But watch me get popping, it's over.
Right.
It's over.
But what's that need? I mean, the thing is that obviously, you know, you write a lot of different songs and stuff, but you figure you sitting down to write a song. Why dissing somebody?
Well, I'm a big fan of why hip hop started. You know, the battle culture. KRS-One, Rakim, Eminem, Tupac, 50 Cent. Like, these are all artists that, you know, rapping is like a sport. You know what I mean? Nowadays, I mean, I'm obviously, because I'm in the business, I'm not going to burn bridges. I'm going to maintain relationships. But when it comes to you being a rapper, you know, like if y'all had 2 singers in here today who didn't know each other, they both going to want to be the best singer. Yeah. You know, they both going to want to, you know, like, you know, same thing with like porn stars. Like if you ever heard a porn star in an interview, they think they're the best. You know, you know what I mean, at what they do. And the same thing with
they
rapping.
feel like celebrities, right?
Yeah, but and with rapping, you actually can compete. You can like rap about each other. You know, so like it's nothing personal. I mean, Kallin You Out is a little personal because I'm talking about people that I know personally. Right. But you know, but rap is like a sport. You know what I mean? Even it's part of my show, man. When I did my tour. And every show that I did, I called out a random artist on stage, and we battled right there. They didn't, and we really freestyled too.
Wow,
yeah, you know what I mean. And
all right, well let's listen to the song A, and you brought us a clean version, and we'll see if we if it compels us to hear the dirty version or not. But but you know, I mean, I'll listen to that after the show.
Yeah.
But let's start with a clean version first. The song is A, and this is Vada.
Dedicated to all the rappers, man. They be thinking I'm tripping. I really don't. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. This is Vada, and the song is Kallin You Out.
And I produced it too. I failed to mention that I did the beat.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And I directed the video.
Yeah, it's like a lot of rap songs sound similar, but you definitely have like a style, And it's not like you can tell that you worked a lot on it, because it's not just like a plain song, it's got like different parts to it,
Yeah, it's
like,
more catchy.
Yeah, and go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and also like when I did the beat, I intentionally did a beat that people could dance to, or that they play in the club, or that I feel like people will rap to nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I can like catch their attention, but then say some aggressive content. Like people don't have aggressive content nowadays.
Yeah.
So I was trying to like do common things uncommonly. Like I can't just come out spitting like a ravage rapper, because there's rappers who do that all the time, but they don't make it bigger, So I wanted to do a record that can get played in the clubs. It can get played on the radio, but it still shows that it shows that that aggressive side, that actual lyrical side, because when you hear stuff on the radio, it's very rarely do you hear a line that has you go, ooh, what'd he say? You know what I mean? But like I did that. When I say, hey, little niggas want to play, I raise my voice, and rappers always retract what they say. You know what I mean? I said that in the song that happened. You know what I mean? They be like, never mind, we ain't gonna mess with them.
Yeah. Cool. So you had a rough childhood, you said, right? You had to pretty much take care of yourself at a young age?
Well, yeah, and that's actually why most people who are involved in the gang culture, that's actually why they associate themselves with the gang, because the gang is supposed to be your family, because a lot of us, we come from broken homes, our fathers wasn't there. My mom's actually been sober my whole life, but a lot of our parents, might struggle with alcoholism, they might be on drugs and stuff, or our parents might be gangbangers too. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know no better. So, you grow up in that environment.
That's true. And it's hard to see that there's anything beyond that, huh?
Yeah. And that's why I like to say that my internship saved my life, because I would love to say my daughter saved my life, because I love her to death, but people have children all the time, but that doesn't change your mindset.
Right.
That doesn't change your mindset from, I need to do something different with my life. It makes you think about it, but you don't feel like it's possible. But when I got a phone call from the biggest label, I felt like I had a shot. Like, I have a shot to make it out of here. I have a shot to be different from everybody else who I grew up with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What made you want to apply to all these places and call them? Because, right out of high school, to have that drive and want and desire to know where you want to go, and to have because you said that you wanted to learn the other side, you didn't want to be the kind of the naive artist.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do that?
Well, I'm a big fan of like people like Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, and so I just remember reading so much stuff on them, about them being messed around by, I want to say Helen Keller is his name. I just really wanted to know the business. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know. I don't even know what made me apply to all of those companies and just be relentless and call them back. I wasn't looking for a job. It wasn't like I could have been calling jobs that much, but I wasn't,
Right.
So I really don't know. You feel me? I guess God was just looking out for me before I knew, before I even knew him. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't always, spiritual either. You know what I mean? So I guess he was just looking out for me before I asked him to.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know. I can't even answer that question, but I did, and I'm glad I did.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing like kids to really ground you, and start to really look at life and examine what you do,
Look, and I tell y'all something, I'm glad that I live a professional life, because even like my daughter, she speaks like me, like she says like sarcastic things like me. So I know if she boxes because I box, like she even told me, yeah, Daddy, I want to go to tutoring on Saturdays so I can be busy just like you.
Wow.
So that means if I was doing something that I ain't supposed to do, she would want to do that to be just like me.
So you got to watch out.
Yeah, so I got to watch out. You know what I mean? I got to watch out. You know what I mean? But as long as I keep it positive, And she back there quiet, I swear, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you, so you ended up with your daughter. That's pretty unusual for the father to end up with the child. I wish I could have, but, their mother wanted them. But what was the situation with you?
Well, it's pretty intricate. The song For a Change actually says a lot. about it. You know what I mean? It says a lot. Like her mother's around. You know what I mean? Like she definitely sees her mother and all that good stuff. You know, but the song on the album For a Change is actually extremely like specific. You'll feel like you know me. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Matter of fact, it's so specific that someone heard the song and then when they called me to talk about it, I felt like they did more than hear the song. I said, did you talk to somebody? I said, do you know my attorney or something? I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? I was serious, you know what I mean? But really, like, if you listen to the lyrics of what I'm saying, you know what I mean? It's like, it's extremely detailed, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I am careful with how specific I get in her presence about it. You know what I mean? I just make sure my daughter knows that I do my best to make sure she sees both of us. Yeah. Even though she is in my custody, cool. You know, I just make sure my daughter knows that I do my best to make sure she sees both of us, you know, and I love her.
Yeah, very cool.
Do you see it as kind of a relief in a way, an escape to be able to write everything down and kind of rap about it? Absolutely, because I got, you know, like I don't smoke and I don't drink, you know, so I need something to release, you know what I mean? And it's actually studies that say that people who don't smoke or drink are sex addicts, you know, and I probably, I probably went through that too, you know, but I'm telling you, if I didn't have the opportunity to write, like even like that song, I wrote that song For a Change that I'm telling you about while I was going through stuff. Even when I'm mad at people who like were friends who might have double crossed me, you know, if I like write something just to vent it out, you know, I just feel a lot better. It's like I'm talking to a therapist, you know, right? You know, it's therapeutic. Yeah.
Do you? Should we listen to the song?
Please, well, yeah. I love.
It's actually on the CD, but. Which one is that? For a Change?
Yeah, For a Change. I produced that too. I produce all of my music.
Yeah, which is very cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it here.
15.
Oh, okay, cool. For a Change. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so let me get that out real quick, and we'll play that. We didn't prepare it, but now that you got me all intrigued and everything,
awesome.
I want to see. So, wow, so this is a 2-disc set.
Yeah, it comes with a DVD, people. You know what I mean? So hit me up on Instagram or Twitter.
So this is the CD.
That's the CD.
Okay,
and it comes with a DVD. Obviously, you can download the actual project online. The link is in my bio on Instagram at kingvlane. But if you get the actual physical copy, just hit me up. I'll send it to you for free. I'll have it mailed to you for free. It comes with the DVD.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, man, I got to get it to the people. I don't even think, have you heard this record yet?
Nah, I haven't.
See, my friend ain't even heard it.
Yeah, well, now you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you put quite a bit of effort into this. You got 22 tracks on here. Yeah. It's nothing to sneeze about, man.
Nothing to sneeze about. Yeah. Nothing to sneeze at. And it's funny because a lot of artists who don't, all they got is time on their hands to actually do music. They don't, you know, put out CDs that come with DVDs and have this many records on it. Tracks 18 to 22 are bonus records. And it's also 2 R&B songs. I write and produce R&B also.
Really?
Yeah. I don't sing though, but I write R&B and I produce it, so...
Very cool.
It's 2 R&B songs on there. So, you know, maybe in a couple of minutes I'll play one of the R&B joints because I write R&B. Aside from dissing rappers and telling all my business and music, I write R&B.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll only have time to play one song, so we're going to play For a Change, and we're going to find out a little bit about you. I'm going to fade this away because we only have a couple more minutes, and I wanted to ask you. So what are your plans? Where are you going from here? I mean, you got an album now.
Yeah.
You got to express. I mean, this is an amazing song. You know, you really like it telling a story.
Thank you.
You know, so where are you going from here?
Well, right now, you know, I'm kicking and screaming, you know, like a baby, getting the word out about this project, Red Brick Road LP. Just 'cause, and my campaign slogan is, I'm not asking you to like it, I'm asking you to listen. You know, that's it. You ain't gotta like it, I don't want your money. That's why I said, you hit me up, I will send you a free copy that comes with a DVD, because I just want people to listen to it. I feel like once I get your ear, I'll do the rest.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean?
That's true.
You
know?
Yeah. So that's the thing, man. You know, just getting people to listen to it. You know, I'll have a lot more shows and stuff coming up. You know,
do you perform here in LA and stuff?
Absolutely.
where can people find you next?
Just find me. I don't have any shows scheduled. You know what I mean?
But give out a website or something.
It's kingvlane.com. Everything about me is at itskingvlane.com.
Itskingvlane.com.
Yep.
Sounds good. How did you get the name? What does it mean?
My name, that's actually my birth name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Vada is my birth name. And like, I've had countless nicknames my whole life, but I just always thought Vada was more cool. And it means famous ruler. I forget what language. I think like in baby names, like I looked up my name's meaning, and it means famous ruler.
Oh, really?
And it's funny because I also go by King. Like,
exactly. So
it's
it's not a coincidence, probably.
Yeah, but Veda also means eggs, but I don't typically tell people that. Like you Google Veda, I might come up, and eggs might come up too. Right. So when I meet women, they be like, "Oh my God, your name is so cool. What does it mean?"
Yeah,
eggs, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool name that you can even use it for your career and stuff, whereas many people just come up with a new name and stuff,
Absolutely.
Very cool. Okay, so people can find you at
kingvlane on Instagram, and even if you're not on Instagram, you can still go to instagram.com/kingvlane, and the link to the Red Brick Road for free is going to be in my bio. All right, at kingvlane. If you hit me on Twitter, it's King Veda. And if you just want to find everything, my website with everything about me is itskingveda.com. And I ain't asking you to like it, I'm asking you to listen.
There you go. And, and you better listen. Yeah. Veda, thank you so much for joining us, man. You're a lot of fun, and we wish you a lot of success and stuff.
Definitely.
I mean, you're definitely taking the I think the best course in your life, and doing what you love and having your daughter with you and everything. I mean, I think you're on the right track.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all words.
Of course.
It was my pleasure.
And I'm Real. Thank you so much.
Man,
thank you for coming. And that's it for today, I guess, right?
Yep.
All right, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.